Well, thank you so much for jumping back once again into another video of the altcoin and the Bitcoin update. I updated you in the last video a lot of things that I told you about Bitcoin and some altcoins, and currently you can see that Bitcoin has broken its previous support levels. So we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about some of the altcoins that I tried to give you some kind of good position and good entries. And we're going to talk about those altcoins as well who have some kind of, let's say, a good possibility of giving you a relief rally, just like Solana and Cardano. They are almost at the lower levels that you can start accumulating and start buying, because I believe Bitcoin is soon, it's gonna make a bottom, and then you will see a relief rally. It never happens in the market that something starts crashing and it keeps on crashing. It never happens. What happens is that you get 9 or 10 weekly candles, then you get some week relief, like 1 or 2 or 3 weeks relief rallies, and that's where people think the market is going up. Meanwhile, that relief rally, it's just exit liquidity, let's say that. So we're going to talk about that as well. So I want all of your attention on the screen right now. So currently you can see that on the screen we have this Bitcoin thing right in front of us. So this was the support for the Bitcoin that it has broken. I would say it is actually broken, but not a retest. However, you can see here that I told you about the divergence as well, but it was just consolidation within the support level. So you can see it tried to make 3 candles here and try to hold the support, but it could not hold the support, and it just broke it down. So what should we be expecting on this? Well, the simple targets are that one, I told you about this one was the target in my previous video. That if it breaks down, this could possibly be our target, and that's the same previous low that we talked about. And the second was that I used some fibs to find out the target, and guess what the fibs gave me? They gave me something on this trend line, something right there, $23,000, and that's the ultimate target that I believe that Bitcoin would bottom out if it has to go down. That's the ultimate target. If it wants to go down, that would be the place. Like, yeah, 23.5, that is the place where you can see Bitcoin in the next few days. I won't be surprised if I get Bitcoin at 23 point something, but I would be surprised if I do not buy it there. If I leave it there, that would be a very good chance if you are looking for good buying for Bitcoin. You know, a lot of people, when the Bitcoin was around $69,000, everybody was wishing that somehow, possibly Bitcoin, if it get back to $30,000, we're gonna buy it. You can see Bitcoin is at 27, and it is trying to go to 23. So I hope you still have that motivation to buy Bitcoin at those places as well. So we have already talked a lot about Bitcoin. You can see that this was the support level. Bitcoin was having a huge support from this area. This whole area has been acting as a good support, but here you can see it just broke down the support, and to my analysis, this is the next support. In between, I can find some supports like this one. We can say that this could be a support like 26.7. Well, but this could not be the bottom. I mean, this could be a wick, wick split tricks. So it could just be simple normal, like price was crashing down and somebody had to buy it. So that's what happened. So it's not necessary that it has to happen again after such consolidation. So there is going to be expansion to the one side, either that side, either that side. Now we are sure that this side is not going to happen, because we already got below this point. That was just a deviation, a stop loss hunt, let's say that. So expansion is going to happen to this side. How long is the expansion? Nobody knows that. Nobody. But we can just have this probability of this move, we can count on this trend line, this one, and let's hope that this trend line helps us make a good decision about Bitcoin. So let me just open into the macro scale. So there you go. There you can see that. Can I do that? Well, I can do that as well. We can hope for these two trend lines. Both are valid according to the rules, but the previous one, it has just some little bit faults in that. So what are the targets for this? Yeah, this one gives a target of $25,000. A little hope. Let's see what happens. Anyways, so we're gonna jump to the Solana. So for Sol, I told you that I would be taking an entry on this support line. This one, you see this trend line, it has multiple touch points, and I was expecting a support right on this point, exactly on this line. As you can see that we are having these liquidity grabs below the support line, below this line. That means this is actually acting as a support, which is a good sign until and unless we broke it down. So it has already taken 2 weeks down. Yesterday I did a trade, a very good trade on this level. But if it breaks down, that would be a bad news for Solana. That can lead Sol to $22.15, which is not a good idea, I would say. But talking about the current level, if Bitcoin stabilizes at this level, we can expect a recovery in Solana. So as you see here, we have divergence as well, double bottom on the RSI. That gives us some hope. Let's talk about the MACD. Yeah, even on the MACD we will have that same double bottom indicator divergence. That would be good sign for the Sol coin. So if you're trying to buy, if you want to short trade, if you want to scalp trade, that is the point, that is the right point you want to make an entry on with a tight stop loss. Let's try to open an entry with a tight stop loss right to 2:0.7. Let's see it here. Let's just do it like 2:1. That's it. So that's 1:2 trade, simple trade. You get your entry exactly where the price is right now, and that's your target, that's your stop loss. Put only, let's say for example you have, $50, just put in $50 and open up a trade here, close at 35. If you lose, what you lose, you just lose 1%. And if you make good amount of money. So that would be for Sol. And talking about Cardano, so ADA is heading towards this level. I mean, it has already taken this level as support. It's not only heading, it is right up on this support level. What are the next levels that I am expecting for Cardano? If it breaks down this support line, this one, only then I am expecting 0.44. That's the point you want to count on. And then this one, simply, that's my extreme bottom for Cardano. I don't expect Cardano below this point, but it can go below. It has no complications. So this trend line, this is just a hypothetical trend line. It has not formed yet according to the rules of the trend lines. but I think that this will be taken as a support. If that happens, if it acts as support, that would be a good sign. Well, more of coming things. So this is also a bearish flag, we call it. That could be the bad news as well. But within that, we have still a confirmation to go. I want to see what is the reaction of Cardano's when he sees this trend line. And once I know the reaction, I will let you know in the next video. So thank you so much. That was all for today's video. I hope all of you have understood the concept and what's going on in Bitcoin, Solana and Cardano. So thank you so much for watching the video. If you like the video, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.